Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. Today I'm trying a leave-in conditioner. This is the two-phase potion by Fanola. As you can probably tell, there's some light purple there and then dark purple. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the product. My hair is basically towel dried. It's what it needs to be to use this product. So with that all said and done, let's get into talking about what this is and if it works. So what does this strange looking leave-in conditioner do? So it says here it's ideal for blonde, bleached and grey hair. It minimises the yellow effect, leaving instantly silky, vital and bright hair. Detangles and moisturises the hair fibre without weighing it down. Wrapping the stem with an anti-frizz and anti-humidity protective film. To use after shampooing, spray into the damp hair on lengths and ends, massage and comb. Do not rinse, shake before using. So that's what I'm going to do then. I have got my hair, like I said, towel dried, particularly at the end. It's a little bit more wetter than the top, which is where I'm going to be applying the product. So my ends are slightly damper than the top, which is where I'm going to be focusing the product on, which I thought was ideal. And so what I'm going to do is shake it, but look how cool that looks. That looks so cool. This is a vegan formula as well, which we like to see. So let's shake it. So it's now all turned into a very soft purpley colour, which I thought looked so cool. And yeah, I guess this is kind of what I imagined the Fanola product I tried a little while ago to do, the Thermal Protect one, that I was like, I don't really get what this does because it didn't have the purple pigment, and even though it's part of the No Yellow range, I didn't understand that. Whereas this one, I can understand a little bit more about the fact that it's a leave-in conditioner. You spray it with the spray bottle and then that does the magic. And I think that this for me would be more of a product I would tend to use perhaps instead of oils if I wanted to really brighten my blonde. So let's see what the colour looks like. So it basically sprays out the self-same colour that is in the bottle, which I think is really interesting, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this does affect the hair. It's obviously not a dark pigmented product because you're not going to want that to stay on your hair for a long time. So what I thought I would do is just spray this like arm's length and spray my hair, and we'll see kind of how it changes from being dry. I'll obviously let you know how it compares to when I don't use this kind of leave-in conditioner in terms of my hair manageability. I'll brush my hair after I apply this and then let it dry and touch base with you to let you know what my verdict is, to be fair, because this is a very, I guess, a product that you don't necessarily need, but if it could potentially change your life, if you struggle with really unmanageable hair and also you are blonde and you want to make sure it stays really bright, especially in the summertime, then this could be for you. So this is what I'm going to do. Oh, that's quite a vigorous spray. I'd prefer it if it was more of a mist as opposed to like, see how strong that is? It's really difficult to like mist it gently. But I'm not going to put too much in. Okay, that is definitely like too strong of a spray in my opinion. It definitely should be a bit more gentle because I definitely like sprayed myself in the face and I've got it everywhere. Like, I can see on my mirror it's sprayed everywhere. So a bit more of a shorter like spray would have been better, and more of a continuous mist would have been awesome because you could have literally have gone like that as opposed to like squirt and it's like in one area, if that makes sense. So let me get my brush. Just taking my wet brush here and just going to brush the product in. It does feel nice in the hair, mind, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the spray applicator. That's obviously calmed my hair down so much. If we compare this side to this side, definitely made it really easy to brush through. You just see that my brush is just gliding through my hair. No knots or anything like that, which is what we like to see considering I've just like shampooed and conditioned. Normally my hair is a little bit harder to brush through. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how that's calmed that down. If you look at the frizz differences, that's quite like different. So yeah, that is there. And next up, this side. Okay, my hair's a little bit more knotted this side. That's definitely like still helped to manage how easy it's been to brush. I find that any kind of leave-in conditioner definitely has that benefit, so I'm here for that. In terms of my hair looking brighter, obviously this is not the most pigmented product ever, and obviously this is never going to compare to a purple shampoo, so I don't think it's made too much of a difference in terms of blonde brightness, but obviously we'll see once my hair is dry. I will come back when it's fully dry. I'm just going to let it air dry for the rest of the afternoon. But very interesting product. Obviously the two different products where you shake it, nice colour, and I think if you are blonde and you're always worried about it dulling down, this could be a good prevention. But I do also find that no yellow shampoo tends to do that anyway for me. So I guess the question I'm going to ask myself is, do I need this additional step in terms of maintaining blonde and also managing my hair? Because like I said, I normally do use oils, which I have just come to love this year. So could this be a potential replacement? If you don't like oils, could this be a better option for you? Alternatively, do I prefer the way that my oils make my hair look and feel? So that's what I'm going to basically try to answer once my hair is fully dried, just so that I can really see for myself if this product has made a significant difference, both when it's wet and then when it's dry. So I will be back in a second for you, but obviously in a little while for me once my hair is fully dry, and we'll see where we're looking at. My hair is now completely air dried, and this is the result. And I tell you what, it's added a lot more shine than if I had just ordinarily washed my hair with shampoo and conditioner. From a manageability point of view, I definitely really enjoyed the product, and I think that it just made my hair look super healthy, which obviously is something we all want to achieve, whether your hair is long, whether it's damaged. Having shine and making your hair look healthy is often one of the biggest struggles in finding the right products for you. So for me, this has definitely worked well in that degree. If we think that it's part of the no yellow line though, and it has that slight purple pigment, I don't think that my hair is looking particularly like brighter as a result. But then again, I don't think you're going to achieve like dramatic results. It would probably be subtle if that was the case. So let me know if you think my hair has actually brightened up after using the product. I think that it potentially may have made a very like tiny difference, but it's not something that I've noticed as being significantly like brighter because of this. I think that it's just my hair routine that I do already that has led to this point, as opposed to that product specifically. I have just adjusted the brightness of the camera just because the lighting's a little bit funny today, and I feel like this is like probably a fairer representation of my hair colour as it is. So once again, just let me know whether you think that there is a difference to how this video started. And my hair is always darker when it's wet, so you know, it might be that you do notice a bit of a difference, but for me personally, I don't think there is a dramatic one, but perhaps there is. It's really hard to notice because I feel like it is so small, but it was really easy to use, and you get tons of product in here. So you get 150 ml. If the spray itself was a little bit lighter and a bit easier, like for me, it's just so vigorous. Like I would like something that was a bit softer, especially when you look at this type of product, like perhaps like a hairspray where it has that kind of continuous mist would have been better than this, because of the fact you want to lightly coat your hair as evenly as possible. If you're spraying this in one area and you get too close, it's going to have like a little ring of that product. So just making sure that you work it in your hair, or perhaps you could spray it in your hand, then go like that and run it through your hair, would probably be something I would recommend more than spraying it directly. Now, one of the questions that I said that I would answer is, would I use this instead of an oil? And for me, to be honest, I think that the results are very similar. I do personally still prefer oils, because oils also contain heat protection elements, which is something I very actively look at in terms of ingredients. So I always make sure that my products have heat protection and have like shininess and make my hair look super healthy. This obviously doesn't have that heat protection element, so I am missing out on that by not putting that in my hair. So even if you're not using heat tools, if you're going out and it's sunny outside, you live in a hotter country than in the UK, things like that are very important, and for me this misses that. If that had this in it, then I would say that this is also a very good option for you. But I think that if heat protection is something that you are actively kind of looking at making sure that your hair has, then I would personally prefer an oil on my hair and my hair type, but the results, to be honest, are very, very similar. So if you don't like oils, or you find that when you use hair oils your hair does get very greasy and it's just not something you get on with, then that's fine. Something like this would definitely work for you. You can obviously use oils as well as this if you wanted to kind of layer up products, but I don't like putting too much product in my hair, especially as I'm getting my hair done super soon. So I don't want any kind of like no yellow products sitting on my hair too much that I can't wash out. So I've not used silver shampoo in a little while to make sure that when my hair is ready to go to hairdressers it has none of that on there. So yeah, do I think that this is something that I would actually incorporate in my routine every day? Probably not. I think that leave-in conditioners are absolutely fab if your hair needs that. If you wash your hair, say once a week, and you want to have extra hydration, you could probably spray your hair with water, spray this in, and it will add that extra hydration that you would miss from ordinarily conditioning your hair multiple times in a week. So for those types of people, I think leave-in conditioners as a whole are a really good idea, and so this one, if you are blonde, could be definitely a potential. For me personally, I wash my hair probably 2 to 3 times a week, depending on like what I've been up to. So if I've like worked out, or my hair is like greasy or sweaty, or it's hot outside, or I put sun cream on, or anything like that, like in my hairline specifically, then I'm going to want to wash that out. So leave-in conditioners for me are not like the most important thing, especially when I use kind of oils and things like that for my hair's health. But if you do rely on leave-in conditioners, I think that this one would be a really great option. So kind of see that as you will. If you use leave-in conditioners, then I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've tried this before, definitely let me know. I do really like it. I think that the results obviously speak for themselves. My hair is looking super, super shiny, and the ends are also not frizzy at all. It's definitely calmed all of my hair down. So yeah, let me know what you think. I do love the result. I just know that I have personally other products that probably do the same thing, but if you kind of don't already, this is an extremely affordable option, and you get tons of product, and especially if you're using a lot of Fanola products in your routine, they all work so well together. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on this product. Something I could probably live without, but I will enjoy it seeing as it's in my collection. So yeah, let me know what you think though. I always love hearing your opinions, especially if you've tried this already. Let me know whether you've got on with it too. But yeah, that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!